Hi, this is Arna. Once again, welcome back to my channel. In my last videos, I will posted about the structure of the heart and the parts of the heart. Today in this video, I am going to explain about the coverings of the heart. Mainly, the heart is covered and protected by the three layers, or it also called as the three walls around the heart. And the first one is the, now move on to the first one, that is the pericardium. It is the outermost layer. Peri means primitive, and the second layer is the myocardium. Myo means middle, and the third one is the endocardium. Endo means inner. These are the three layers of the heart which is protected by the heart. Here common name is the cardium. I am already explained about the cardium, what is the meaning of the cardium. Here also I am simply explaining about the what is the actual meaning of the cardium is the heart. Now move on to the first one, that is the pericardium. It is the outermost layer of the heart. What is the main purpose of the coverings of the heart means, for example, when the person is injured or it get accident by incident, the heart is the most important to the human body. So the heart is covered and protected by these three layers in order to protect the heart from physical damage or over expanding of the heart. This is the main purpose of the coverings of the heart. Now move on to the first one, that is the pericardium. It is the outermost layer of the heart. The pericardium is a double walled structure, and again it is divided into two. That is, the first one is the outer and the second one is the inner. The outermost layer is lined with the fibrous one, so it is called as the fibrous pericardium. The outermost layer of the pericardium is the fibrous one, and the inner layer of the pericardium is the serraceous one. It is called as the serraceous pericardium. Wholly it called as the inner serraceous pericardium. This one is the outer fibrous pericardium. Now move on to the another one, that is the fibrous pericardium is fused with peritoneal layer, and the serraceous pericardium is fused with visceral layer. These are the outer one, which means the outermost layer of the heart is double wall, and the double wall is divided into two, that is the outer and the inner. The outer layer of the pericardium is the fibrous one. In the outer fibrous pericardium is lined with the peritoneal layer, which means this is the heart, this is the outermost one. Again this outermost one is layered into two, and the first one is the outer and the second one is the inner. The lining of the outer is the fibrous one. This is all the fibrous pericardium. Inside the fibrous pericardium is lined with the peritoneal layer. The layer is the peritoneal layer. Like this, this is the inner one. This is the inner serraceous pericardium is fused. This is the inner serraceous pericardium. This layer is the visceral layer, which means the surface of the lining is the visceral one, and the outer is the peritoneal layer, which means this is the line These are the two lines, and the layer is the peritoneal and the inner is the visceral. These are the cells which line the surface of the muscle. So these are the named as the peritoneal and the visceral. As a result of the outer and the inner one of the wholly, it is called as the outer and inner. It's form the result of its outer layer called epicardium. Epi means, here also epi is the outer layer of the heart. Wholly it's called the epicardium of the heart. This is the outer covering of the pericardium. Another the specific note of the pericardium is the outer and the inner layers of the pericardium are separated by a narrow pericardial space which is filled with pericardial fluid, which means the outer and the inner layer of the pericardium is separated between the two layers. There is the space which is the narrow one. The space is the narrow. Why it is the narrow means, here I am draw with a line, but the heart is while considering it is a circle, there is a small space. The small space is called the narrow one, and the narrow space is filled with the pericardial fluid. Why? Due to the presence of the pericardial fluid, what its function means? Pericardial fluid function. This fluid reduce friction between the two membranes and allow the free movement of the heart, which means due to the presence of the pericardial space between the outer and the inner layers, this fluid can help in the reduce the friction between the two membranes, which means friction means in physics it can clearly explain about the friction. We consider as a example as a oil. When we take the oil and pour on the surface, the oil can slowly comes to the down due to the presence of the friction between because of the friction, which means the surface and the oil are between the oil and the surface there is a friction is present. Due to the friction between the surface and the oil from the up to the down, it can flows. This is the function of the friction. Like that, in the heart there is a fluid that is called as the pericardial fluid. It allows the free movement between the muscle layers of the heart and the fluid, which allows the blood to flow easily without any obstruction. This is the main function of the pericardial fluid. Now move on to the second subheading, that is the myocardium. Myo means middle part of the heart. The middle part of the heart is contains many bundles called cardiac muscles. These bundles can covers the right and left chambers of the heart, that is left ventricle, left auricle, right ventricle and the right atrium. Due to the presence of the cardiac muscles, they can contract. Main function of the cardiac muscles is the function contracts at a optimum level, which means which means the cardiac muscles are the strong muscles and these are the voluntary muscles. I am already explained in the parts of the heart the special function of the cardiac muscles. Roughly in this video I am explaining what the function of the cardiac muscles is. These are the involuntary muscles, which means these are not in our control. They can contract and relax as the requirement of the circulation. These are the specialized muscles. They never get fatigue due to the continuous circulation and the purification of the blood. Due to the presence and the condition of the due to the presence and the conditions of this, they can contract at the optimal level. This is about the myocardium, that is the middle part of the heart. And now move on to the third one, that is the endocardium. Endo means inner. Endocardium is the innermost layer of the heart. This layer can covers the lining the inside of the heart with the layer of squamous vascular endothelial cells. Endothelium cells. What are the squamous vascular endothelium means? Which means these cells are main functions. These cells are thin and they are the flat one. Due to the presence of the thin and the flat, they can offer the layer with the smooth surface to the innermost layer of the heart. Surface to the innermost layer of the heart, which means innermost layer of the heart. Which means the innermost layer of the heart is lined with the squamous vascular endothelium cells. These cells are the thin and the flat. Due to the presence of the thin and the flat, they can offer the smooth surface to the inner layer, which means this is the innermost layer. Just think the inner round form, and again it for clear explanation I am drawing in a line form. This is the innermost layer of the heart. These cells are the thin means these are the thick ones, these are the thin ones, and this is the flat one, and this is the square one. Due to the presence of the flat and the thin ones, they offers the smooth surface to the innermost layer of the heart. Why these cells are present in the innermost layer of the heart means for the circulation of the heart. If for example while we are moving in the highway with a while we are traveling with a scooty on a highway, we can feel the smooth and the flat due to the presence. There is a no obstruction in the highway. We can feel the smooth. Likewise, here also the cells of these squamous epithelium cells are the thin and the flat, so that the surface offers the smooth surface to the heart. Due to the presence of the smooth surface to the heart, the blood can easily travel throughout the heart. This is the endothelium of the cells. The another one, the endothelium cells also covers the another parts also. What was the other parts also I am explaining here. This is the specific note of the endothelium cells. Endothelium cells covers the heart valves. Heart valves means I already explained in my last video. That is the parts of the heart. The valves are the tricuspid valve and the bicuspid valve, and it continues with these valves and covering the valves also. It can continues again with the endothelial lining of the endothelial lining of the large blood vessels. What are the large blood vessels? Here is that is the superior vena cava and the inferior vena cava. About these parts also I will explain in my parts of the heart. If you have any doubt, please refer that video. The innermost layer of the heart is covered with the heart valves and also the large blood vessels, that is the superior and inferior vena cava. Walls are the tricuspid valve and bicuspid valve. These are the two walls of the heart. It also covered with the squamous vascular endothelium cells, and the endothelium is continuous with the endothelial lining also to the large blood vessels. That is why these are covered with the endothelium cells. These are the coverings of the heart. Thank you for watching my video. In my next video I will post about the circulation of the heart. If you have any doubt, please comment me on my comment section. Thank you for watching.